The one on the left is a media server. It holds about a terabyte worth of stuff, and with that, it's audio, video, and it streams it out to the house. The one on the right is my backup server. If you look up there, there's a couple external hard drives in there. It has a total of 2.5 terabytes for backup. Basically, these two machines are hooked together through FireWire, so the media server backs up every day to the backup server, and all the machines in the house connect wirelessly during the day and back themselves up to the backup server. And you can kind of see this is just the standard everyday OS X surfing the net. Nothing really exciting to see there. Going across the top here, various handhelds, WonderSwan Crystal, GP2X, QuizWiz. This is not your standard everyday pink DS. This one's from Japan. I got it for my wife. It's pink and white, where the other one is candy pink and white, where the other one around here is kind of a metallic pink. If you remember, that's an old Merlin. This is a color Neo Geo Pocket. Animal Crossing stuff. My wife collects Animal Crossing memorabilia. We got Atari 2600 stuff here. PlayStation 2, which I'm not a real big fan of. Mostly just sits there. Down here at the very bottom, kind of hidden away, is Astrocade stuff. You know, there's a couple prototypes in there, but unfortunately I'm sure I'd have to dig through them in order for you to see them. Back here we got more Atari stuff, more Atari Lynx stuff, kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. Odyssey 2, 32X, and Nintendo sort of stuff here and there and everywhere. And more handhelds. This is my GameCube collection. I'm trying to go for a complete GameCube set. It's right now I'm only up to about 200 GameCube games, but you have some Japanese versions of GameCube games. They come in a different case than you would normally find in the US. And of course, there it goes. And Wii and 360 stuff and more Cube stuff. And this right here is the TV setup, which is insane. Most consoles are actually hooked up here. They are plugged in. I'll show you what the wires look like in the back in a minute. But I'll just kind of go through what we got. We have an Atari XEGS. Down below it we got a Xbox 360 with the HD connector. This really is a Pro model, even though it doesn't look like it. And the problem was, well, it was the arcade model, and I took everything off the Pro after it died. Its DVD drive died, and Microsoft so graciously didn't want to fix it for any cheap price, so I just bought a new one. Got your Saturn. Right there is a PC Engine, and that's what you see on the TV right now. It's a PC Engine Duo playing. It's playing Galaga 98 here. It's a PC Engine game. Going down a little bit, this is CD-TV. It's Commodore CD-TV. Plays, well, Commodore CD stuff, which comes in this wonderful caddy. Down below it, you have a CDI, and then down here, hidden away sort of, it's Atari 5200. Over here you have a Nintendo Wii, standard everyday Platinum GameCube. Behind it, you can't really see, it's a black one. There's kind of stuff hidden behind each other. There's a Nintendo 64. It's been modded for Japanese use. This is Animal Force, which is known as Animal Crossing here in the States. Intellivision 2 with some homebrews, or Space Patrol. Sega Master System. This is where all the switch boxes are to control all these. There's about 5 of them in there. If you see, they're labeled. But that's where all the wires come in. This is a orange GameCube, Spice GameCube from Japan, and it's a GBA adapter below it for it. You got your standard Sega Genesis Model 2 with CD. Having a Atari Jaguar with toilet bowl CD adapter there. So better look. Right here, standard Dreamcast, Model 2 of the SNES, and behind there is a Messiah NEX, and then you got your ColecoVision right there. On top, you have an Atari 7800, a little small model of a PS2, an Xbox. Down below it you got the 3DO and an NTSC Amiga CD32. Over here we got my Virtual Boy. Below it, this is the Bit Dyna 2-in-1, which is it's a ColecoVision and like an SC1000 from Japan, so it can play the original Sega games, which is what that is in there. On top, this is a Vectrix playing Mindstorm. This is the wife's kind of the shrine to Animal Crossing. There's lots of little pieces and parts, and most still in the original packages. And the original packages, you can get them from gumball machines in Japan. Nothing really exciting there. This is more stuff from Japan, Super Mario Brothers type stuff, still in the original bags. A couple more things here. This is a Commodore 116, which I picked up from Austria, which is pretty dang hard to get. You probably can't see it too well in the dark, but there's that right there. It's a little tiny thing. It's a +4 member. It's basically a scaled down +4. There's a Video Arcade 2, which is the styling of an Atari 2800. Yeah, I said 2800. It's how it was released in Japan, but this was released here for Sears. And below here we have my Astrocade. In these containers, there's of course there's more games, like Nintendo 64 stuff. This is all TI, Fairchild, APF, ColecoVision, some really hard to get Intellivision games like Spiker, Stadium Mud Buggies. It's pretty much the last thing I picked up for that collection. And these are all wires in there. This is just Genesis and more Genesis and Odyssey 2 and way too many Super Nintendo games. Got Famicom here. Pretty bog standard stuff. Japanese and Super Nintendo games. Master System. And just wires and stuff. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the quick walkthrough, even though it seems to have clocked in at 15 minutes. So if you ever have any questions on anything, or if you ever want to, if you saw anything you had any questions on, you can feel free to drop a note on our forums at www.particles.org, or you can shoot me an email at ice@particles.org. Thanks.